I want to discuss right here the American dream. You know what I'm saying? There's more than one type of American dream. Let me explain some of these things here. The American dream is that you can steal a whole country from a people somehow and then make them pay you tribute to stay in their own house, their own lands. Because it says, look, in the Bible, it says God gave certain people certain lands. So if you ever, I mean, God sometimes revokes people's rights, but more or less they're just leased to the conquering nation, because there's going to come a time where God's going to put hooks in their jaws and drag them down to their knees. And they're going to have an opportunity to turn from their idolatry. Most of these nations now, the idols are men. They're statues of like Joseph Stalin, of Mao, of Kim Jong-un. We got them here too. You know what I'm saying? Because these men aren't as innocent, and their hands a lot of times got innocent blood on them. Though they're innocent of one situation, but they're guilty about something else. So it's like there's like, if you're in for a little, you're in all the way in some circumstances. But once again, this American dream, that's the American dream. The American dream is that multinationals, through subterfuge, over a long period of time, can steal the country from the people who stole it in the beginning, from them who stole it, from those that God told them to go take it from. You know what I'm saying? Because that's in the Bible too. He's like, go take these lands. Once again, the pride cometh before destruction. It's like, it doesn't matter which side you're on. If you're inflamed of the black flame of pride, it's coming before a fall. You know what I'm saying? And I see a lot of people it's like, don't get caught rejoicing in your boastings. You know what I'm saying? That's why, sometimes I get grave and I stop like being jokey, because I don't want to get in that merriment attitude where you start to rejoice in your boastings, because believe it, done it. You know what I'm saying? And how foolish is it to do? You know what I'm saying? It might be funny at the time, but later on, you know what I'm saying? You'll be like, man, why was I so making light of a big matter? You know what I'm saying? Big thing, as if it was just a little thing. And sometimes even looking at little things as they are something bigger than they are. You know what I'm saying? Basically just being heart in the wrong place all the way around the board. But this American dream has two ways, man. You know what I'm saying? You got your whole build your own business and become your own, amass your own living. You know what I'm saying? And own your lands and shit, and have the privacy and the rights to exercise your rights, especially on your property. You know what I'm saying? That was the American dream. Having two cars, chicken in every pot. I think something to that case, where good medical treatment, fair equality. Like, and the American dream can be modified as well, dude. And redefined. Martin Luther King, in a way, did show that. But it still has to rest on the original foundation principles. It can be modified only off the base, the foundation stones there. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't build on if the foundation below the thing you're building above it, if it ain't there, it's going to crumble away. And you might compromise the whole situation. You know what I'm saying? By doing this. So you build on something, and then in a way, it's destined to fail. And then it's going to, you know what I'm saying? Be just a big mess. So like, what was it all for? It's like, wise people count the cost and think about the matter thoroughly before they make sure that they can finish it. So, you know what I'm saying? That's part of the American dream. You know what I'm saying? Supposedly, you know what I'm saying? You can work. It doesn't matter where you come from. You can be whatever you want. Yeah, we got a black president. Yeah, shit like that, because it's and it's like they played on that. They used that shit. That's like, you wouldn't hit a guy with glasses, would you now? Or like, have you ever went to go fight with someone and you seen them grab a baby and they threw the baby up in front of their own face? That's what these type of peoples do. Here's one side of the American dream is like supposedly Abraham Lincoln. You know what I'm saying? This guy came from poverty and then became president and made great changes. You know what I'm saying? And all of this and that. Nah. You know what I'm saying? And you find out that was a big scam hustle. Point to the mountain and strike. Point to the mountain and strike. The grindstone type of a situation. Again, just like the rest of them. You know, that was kind of the American dream, and to some extent, some of these people kind of did come from obscurity and kind of made a come up, but most of the time it ain't even like that. It's almost like they released that authority from someone else. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of cases, and they were propped up. They were put in gatekeeper positions. There's a whole bunch of like, it's like, I don't even like fucking politics, but look, this shit is even worse than politics. It's just basically gangs, man, and sectarian sub fucking plot, subplotting. Like there's like Albert Pike WW3 situation is like this. He's like, there's like 5 different fucking factions of things that these guys are foreseeing that they're going to utilize in a big cataclysm between one another. It's like fucking chess. It's like getting all the pieces set up, and then all of a sudden everyone just goes, and all the pieces just, you know, go down. And what it is, and look, these people are, man, it's just crazy. It's like there's a dude telling 2 dudes who are actually instructing the 2 guys playing what to do with the pieces. So you got to go through these chains, man, to even find your way back to where it comes from. And it's designed that way so no one knows who they're really fucking working for. And that is called incrementalism. That's what they do when you make this chemical over here, and these guys make this chemical down the road. You guys, independently of another, both these chemicals are safe, right? But when they're added down the road, they're deadly. So therefore, you got all these people who would swear they're doing a good thing, and they're just working, fucking making a good living, working for the right people, doing a good thing. Let's say these chemicals alone save people's lives. Let's say when they combine them, though, takes out people. You know what I'm saying? Fucking look, bam. That's how incrementalism works, and that's exactly what they do in the whole world scheme of things, dude. It's like you got the Scarface is another American dream situation. That's the dark side of the American dream, and this is real shizzle right here. Or in a way, look, in Tony Soprano, the fucking mafia. You know what I'm saying? You got 50 Cent, get rich or die trying. You know what I'm saying? That 8 Mile movie. That's another kind of American dream, kind of like using your circumstances. You know what I'm saying? And making it work for you. Doesn't really work like that though. It does to an extent, but look, all that stuff right there kind of sells this other image of like the fucking Martin Luther King, Gandhi. They use names like this to try to tug on your heart. Mother Teresa. You know what I'm saying? Fucking they be. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, they try to capitalize on that shit, and this shit is all manufactured by these same chess player guys. The guy who tells the 2 guys to tell the other 2 guys to play the pieces. This guy, man, he sees what's really going on. And each fucking guy, man, they don't know enough to really understand how they're being it's like everyone is being gamed all at once. And these dudes, that's their fucking dark their dark side, you know what I'm saying? Fucking Jedi mind tricks. You know what I'm saying? Ordo ab Chaos, they operate in the midst of chaos, man, and without the chaos, their trick doesn't work as well. You know what I'm saying? And chaos comes from lack of knowledge, lack of foresight. You know, it's like they got to catch you slipping in a way, just enough. You know what I'm saying, to take it. You know what I'm saying. But even if you're almost onto them, there's still another twist, man. That fucking to throw you off and discourage you. That's their whole trick. It's like it's very going after them is discouraging because it's all about deception. You don't know what they're really doing or where they're at, where they're really going. Uh, Once again, that's the whole like yeah, our whole society's kind of propped up on this kind of notion that this American dream thing and not seeing what it really is. It's like an American nightmare. Now it's like uh man, we use, we're trying to set an example for everyone else when we're not innocent of doing shit. And on one hand, you're saying you're a torch of light for the rest of the world from your Statue of Liberty. You know what I'm saying? But everyone really knowing the dark side of things, like like I said, once again, there's another one like Al Capone, Bruce Lee. There's another guy. Look, foreigner comes here from a discriminated people, fucking drops knowledge on them, and then gets murked by the fucking mafia. You know what I'm saying? It's like, look, once again, like Geronimo. Geronimo, he was so famous from the propaganda that they used to turn people on him. I mean, they didn't really need to use all propaganda because it was like real cutthroat back then. But look, he's another part of the American dream. Like, look, fucking, if you are, what is that, a fugitive? I mean, there's all kinds of fugitive who got fame. Like right now, like there's people who write books about these dudes. In the back and way, like, well, 100 years ago. You know what I'm saying? Fucking, that's part of the American dream. The foreigner coming and conquering his neighborhood and his city. There's a movie called, a documentary called Mr. Untouchable. Or there's another one called The Cocaine Cowboys. These, if you watch them two movies right there, that'll give you it's like it's insider knowledge on how the street works, like way back, and even how politics will modify to profit from the dope game in itself. You know what I'm saying? So that's another part of the American dream, is being like that movie The Lord of War, which is another movie about the American dream, where the guy's selling weapons to both sides, and has a fucking he's immune, like diplomatic fucking immunity, like Mr. Untouchable in a way. At least the documentary kind of puts it that way. It kind of lives up to it. That title there, and it's just that's part of the American dream too. But people don't want to, like, they want to show is you the pilgrims. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I'm saying? These humble people, that, I mean, in a way, they want to present everyone as like this pilgrim or saint figure from America, and they're not. They were cutthroat, and there was much injustice done, and there's never really been a true liberty and freedom for everyone. There's been a watered down, dumbed down, way fucking restricted version, and it's getting worse now. Whatever we had of that is going now. So that's the example America's put into the world. Become the D-boys, and then the government has they can change the laws to come and fucking lock you down and take you over. Like basically, and then basically say, see, look at the movies you make. You deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like, look, they just set the motto, how to go totalitarian, how to go Terminatrix, A Brave New 1984, World War Z and 3, and War of the Worlds. All kind of just fucking, it's just coming at us, man, with this fucking, they're coming at us now with the, where the American dream is over, and now wake up to the nightmare that we're freaking in. I mean, it is Gestapo, Stasi, snitchery, oppression, depression, all kinds of There varying degrees of whackness and weirdness, weirdness with the beardness, and trembling and fearness.